Let's talk about siloxanes and why I don't like them. Siloxanes are a class of synthetic compounds that are made by chemically reacting silicone, which is derived from sand, typically, with methyl chloride, which is usually derived from petroleum. I'll list here some of the ways that they typically appear on ingredient labels, but the biggest clue is going to be anything that ends in cone, silane, or siloxane. Brands use them because they feel silky, they fill in fine lines, and they help a formula spread. That's why you see them a lot in skincare products, basically any cream, but you also see them a lot in intimate products. So the question is, are they toxic? And the answer is that some of them are problematic. These are the ones that are most concerning. D4 because it's an endocrine disruptor and toxic to aquatic life, and then D5 and D6 because they're being investigated for similar claims, mostly because they are found to bioaccumulate. In 2023, just 2 years ago, the European Chemicals Agency did call for more research on this category of ingredients, so we may see more things come out in the future. But as it stands right now, most silicones actually aren't harmful. I actually have a different problem with this category of ingredients, and that is that they are marketing lies. Siloxanes in skincare products really bothers me because siloxanes have no healing properties. They do absolutely nothing for your skin. Brands put them in there because they give the illusion that you have smoother skin. And so you put it on, you think, wow, this product is working, and it makes you want to buy the product over and over again. What's even worse is that if you are acne prone, siloxanes actually cause breakouts, and so you're using this in a skincare product and maybe to help, heal fine lines, but you also have pimples, then you end up with pimples. Overall, it's just an ingredient to avoid. Now, the smoothing effect might actually be helpful in something like a cosmetic product, so something like a concealer, a foundation, where you are looking for that temporary improvement and you want something immediate. Silicones could play a good role there. But in skincare, it's a 0 out of 10. And what's even worse, some of the research that I've read is that it can even block actives from entering your skin. And so if you're using this in a skincare product to tackle some skin condition, the siloxanes are not only lying to you and giving you a temporary lie, not only are they clogging your pores, but now they may actually be preventing your skincare product from penetrating your layers. Now, personally, I avoid siloxanes in all of my products. I don't have products in my shop that contain any silicones. If you do feel comfortable using this ingredient, I would say it makes sense in a cosmetic product like a concealer or a foundation or a primer, but it will not make sense in your skincare. So at minimum, I would say avoid all of it in your skincare and avoid when you can in your cosmetics. Like always, it's the high and persistent use that usually leads to problems. So if you're using this stuff occasionally, again, not really something to worry about. However, for all the reasons mentioned, please, please, please do not buy skincare with silicones. If you're interested in learning more about ingredients, you can check out my ingredient library where I talk about all these ingredients and I give my personal opinion for whether or not I like to use them in my everyday products. And most importantly, you can read all the medical journals and articles that I reference to form my own opinions so that you can create your own standards for yourself too. Thanks for watching.